So, before we go on, I'll just kind of just solve a little problem that might occur as a consequence of what we just added. If I run the page now, I'll just run it and show it, so you see it as it is. There is the slight danger that if you click on the column headings, which was, as we know, are used for sorting the database, then what could happen is you get an error. So the select works as we've seen. It'll display the contents of the body field. But if I now click on, say, something like the title, I get an error. Okay, and you see it's being dragged into this grid view one row command, which is the function that we have created. Okay, so what we have to do is if we just go back into the browser and let's just look at it again. If you could look at the very bottom of the screen, right down here where it says waiting for localhost, see where it says select. You see there, do post back grid view one select. So all these are select commands, but these ones are sort commands: sort title, sort username, sort date of posting. So what we need to do is to make sure that if only to actually deal with it in our function if it is genuinely a select command. That is not that tricky to do. In fact, all we have to do is we're using the command argument. We can also use the command name. So if I kind of stop the program running for a second, and I say if e.command name equals select, okay, which is what we are doing, select, okay, then okay, we're going to run our code, but we're not going to do anything if it's anything other than that. So if e command name equals select, we're going to do these things, end if, okay, and this would stop us causing a problem with the sorting commands. So let's now run this again and just display it in the browser. Hopefully it'll come up a little bit faster than before, and here it is. So let's now click on the select. That's still working. Now I'm going to click on the title, and now that's now behaving like a sorting. So I click on data posting, it's changed data posting. I click on title, it's changed the title. Of course, user's name doesn't change anything. Okay, so as you see, it's now working that it's both being able to do the sorting and it's able to display to select the objects. Okay. At this point, let's just try to make the actual page a little more as we would like. Let me just hide the Server Explorer a second, and let's go into the ASPX page. As you see, what we've got here, we've got the label at the top, and we've got the grid view at the side. Probably, I mean, a more sensible kind of way of representing this page would be to create a table, table, insert table, which is just going to be a simple, well, let's make 2 rows, 2 columns. That's probably a good idea. Click OK. I'm going to put the label inside the right-hand column, and I'm going to put the grid view inside the left-hand column. If it'll allow me to drag it, I don't know if it will. Well, if it won't allow me to drag it here. Yes, it does now. It says allow me to drag now. So now I have my grid view, okay, and I have my label to the right. I probably need to make the table a little more, the rows, if you like, a little more, not quite so disparate. But as I said, with this, let's just go into the sort. It might be easier. Okay, so table class. It's giving me a style there. Width 100%. Okay, table class trtd. We'll just make that width equals 50%. Oh dear, that's equals 50%. Okay, and I'll do that to the other TD as well. So that's got our grid view in. Okay, that's into the first one, and then there's the second one. And I'm going to make that 50% as well. So now if we come now into the design, that should now be half and half in such a way that then we've got our table, our grid view along the left, and we've got our label along the right. such that now by selecting on the various rows, that should make it appear on the right hand side of the screen. Let us just check that it does indeed do so. And yes, there it is. Click on select. Okay. So now we've got something which will be very nice. Now, so we've seen that we can see there the comments of anybody's posting. At this point, we might actually wish to delete a posting which has got something unpleasant in it. Okay, and adding delete functionality to a grid view is actually also very, very easy. So I'm going to show you that in the next practical.